Hi, and welcome to the daily reading for July 13th. Well, here's a bit of a doozy. I've been out for a walk this morning in the heat, and the sweat has dried beautifully. Anyway, we're doing our daily reading from Jesus Calling as usual, and it's by Sarah Young, and it's Enjoying Peace in His Presence. So, July 13th. I want you to experience the riches of your salvation, the joy of being loved constantly and perfectly. You make a practice of judging yourself based on how you look or behave or feel. If you like what you see in the mirror, you feel a bit more worthy of my love. When things are going smoothly and your performance seems adequate, you find it easier to believe you are my beloved child. When you feel discouraged, you tend to look inward so you can correct whatever is wrong. Instead of trying to fix yourself, fix your gaze on me, the lover of your soul. Rather than using your energy to judge yourself, redirect it to praising me. Remember that I see you clothed in my righteousness, radiant in my perfect love. And this reading ties in with Ephesians 2, verses 7 and 8, Hebrews 3, verse 1, and Psalm 34, verse 5, I think. Still not using my glasses when I'm doing the daily readings, using them for... Actually, I'm reading a book just now, so I'm using my glasses for reading the book so that I can read it fast. I'm still working towards not using my glasses at all, but at a slower pace than I maybe started the experience or the experiment with. So I'm being kinder to myself, which is very nice. I think it's Jesus helping. I'm not trying to fix myself. I'm not trying to fix my eyes. I know that my eyes can work properly if I will just let them. If I will, not be projecting into the future, and if I'll not be, regretting about the past, if I just am in this present moment using them, I think everything will balance out. I still have this one that's long distance and this one is short distance, and I need them just to correct and to balance. But it's not about fixing myself, and I try not to judge myself anymore. Jesus in this reading says, that he wants us to experience the riches of salvation and the joy of being loved constantly and perfectly. It's not about how we look in the mirror. It's not about our performance. It's just about fixing our gaze on Christianity, Jesus, God, and living by those standards, the standards of love, kindness, caring, compassion, all those things that I think can get lost in the mix of trying to fix ourselves, and we don't offer ourselves those compassionate, kind, caring words that perhaps we would offer a friend. So we need to begin to look after ourselves in the same way that we would look after others, or that we would like to look after others. Sometimes I feel dreadfully at looking after others because I'm too busy at my own, my own things. I was going to use a swear word there, but I'm trying not to swear anymore, which will be interesting because I had become quite the swearer in recent years, but I am trying certainly not to blaspheme. And we spoke about that yesterday or the day before about using Jesus and God's name in vain. And I'm trying not to do that. I'm trying not to go, oh my God, or oh Jesus, except in the whisper of asking for help from Jesus and gratitude towards Jesus. But back to today's reading. Instead of trying to fix yourself, fix your gaze on Jesus, the lover of your soul. He loves us however we are because he loves our soul. It's just that most of us, I think, aren't letting our soul lead the way. We're using our minds and our human personalities to try and lead the way and do it our way. But that's hard work. Just let your soul lead the way, and let remember to see Yeah, you're clothed in righteousness. You're clothed in love. You're clothed in love. And it's also within you if you just allow yourself to feel it. So I invite you today to stop trying to fix yourself. Namaste. Love to you all. Bye now.